The information provided on lifeinterruptedradio.com is for educational purposes only.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Autoimmune Hour on Life Interrupted Radio. I'm your host, Sharon Sayler from SharonSayler.com. And today we've just been having an awesome time chatting with Terry Wildemann. She's an executive coach, speaker, and best-selling author, traveling the world to help entrepreneurs and professionals become unstoppable, stress-resilient, intuitive leaders. And she's been sharing what I enjoy knowing, the raw, real story of what it's like to go through a condition where a lot of people are saying, I don't know, it's all in your head, it's not really happening, and you just start, as I like to say, questioning your sanity during this time. Yeah. But Terry's got a real story to share. But Terry, I know you're through this, it's been a while, and you're in what we call in the thrivers aisle now. Share with us, what are a few final tips that you want to say were those moments that where you went, that's a key point?
Well, I never stopped searching. That was the thing. I never stopped searching. And frankly, doing this whole show is a little mind-boggling for me because frankly, I don't ever talk about this stuff.
I know. That's why I appreciate it. I called on your friendship to do it, my dear.
Yeah. And the thing to remember is, and this was really a turning point for me, if you continue to focus on how bad your health is, and all you talk about is your poor health, your poor health, your poor health, your poor health, from a law of attraction perspective, that's what you keep inviting into your world. Mm-hmm. However, when you shift perspective, and that was a light bulb that went off for me. I was always talking about my aches, my pains, how I felt, like anybody really cared. But I was always talking about that. And then when I started really studying law of attraction, and I understood how constantly focusing on my poor health was creating a lot of it, because it did, the mind-body connection is so strong and so powerful. I started focusing on great health. And that's all I ever talk about. If I talk about health at all, I focus on how good I want to feel. I focus on how good I expect to feel. I completely have eliminated talking about poor health in my vocabulary. And when I hear people, especially in my family, whether it's my husband's family or my family, they keep talking about how bad their health is, I just walk away. I don't want to go there. I don't go there.
Stay away from that energy. Stay away from
that energy. And I'll tell you, that is one thing that has made a huge, huge difference in my life. Focusing on what I want instead of what I don't want. Now my husband and I are sitting here in conversation, go, oh, I got the sniffles. Something, a comment like that isn't the big deal. Okay, I'll go run and get some vitamin C and I'll pop a couple vitamin C's, bada bing, bada boom, I'm done. Okay. But where I'm going is your perception of the world. And if you're constantly looking at what's wrong with the world, more and more of that is what comes into you. But if you start to look at what's right in your world, and it's a muscle, it takes practice, because you didn't just get to that negative place on your own. That's a muscle too.
Exactly. You've probably been exercising it for a while.
But you've been exercising it for a very long time, and you're a bodybuilder in negativity. Got it. Okay. And that was me, frankly. As positive as I was, that side of me was much stronger than the positivity side. Then slowly, little by little by little, and I kept asking for help, and I tune in to everything that was coming to me. By nature, I am a positive person, and I do step in a state of gratitude all the time. So I'm always in gratitude, always looking for what's right with the world. And even when the negative things happen, and believe me, I've had my share of negative stuff happen, I always look for the silver lining in that negative place. And it helps me to keep my resilience and my health up. So if there's anything that I can share with your folks is A, listen to your intuition, listen to your heart, listen to the nudges, and B, always look for what's right, even when the cloud seems very, very dark, because there is a silver lining. I guarantee you it's a silver lining. I live it every single day. I'm a walking, talking example of it. If I can get through what I've gone through, yes, I can do it. You can do it.
Absolutely. I say that too. I mean, there were days, I have to be admit, there are moments when at the beginning where I was like, what the heck? But now, and there were times when I was only grateful for getting up that morning and blessing my body. Thank you for breathing all night long. Thank you, heart, for beating all night long.
Exactly.
Thank you for letting me get some restful and restorative sleep. Thank you.
Yes.
Sometimes that's where it was, but not anymore, because there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
And Terry, how can people learn more about you and your beautiful work?
Thank you so much for asking, Sharon. We can go to www.intuitiveleadership.com. And from there, you can go to, there's all the links, all the bells and whistles to go to LinkedIn and Twitter and Pinterest and YouTube. And on that front page is a gift at the bottom of it called the Quick Shift Zone, the Quick Shift Technique. And that is the technique that I teach leaders how to connect with their hearts to help them get from chaos into calm and ease. And they can just download it right there. And
I should say that works if you're feeling crummy. It's not
it
just,
really does.
It's not, you're like, well, Sharon, I'm not an entrepreneur. That's not the point. This is a beautiful process that works wherever, if you're in chaos and you need to move to calm.
That's exactly right. And it's, I call it the Quick Shift Technique. And Quick Shift is my go-to tool about 30, 40 times a day. And it's what keeps me grounded, because what it does is it reduces the cortisol levels and it increases the DHEA levels using 4 very simple techniques, steps that are very easy.
Oh, awesome. Everyone, that's intuitiveleadership.com. We'll have that on the website for you. And Terry, thank you so much for sharing your real raw story. I think it's important for people to understand there is light at the end of the tunnel.
There is.
Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Join me next Friday night for another brand new Autoimmune Hour on Life Interrupted Radio. Be sure and go over to lifeinterruptedradio.com and sign up for the transcripts. We have completed them all. Let's say, I think we're down to 1 or 2 that we have to do. So I think we're pretty close. Anyway, if you don't see the transcript that you want, just drop us a quick email using the Contact Us button there on the website. And check it out. You'll find, over 160 plus episodes now. We've entered into our 4th year of the Autoimmune Hour. So thank you so much for being part of the tribe. I so appreciate you and my community. Hop over to Facebook, look up Life Interrupted Radio, join us there on Facebook as well. And so we can continue the conversation. And if you are looking for specific guests or whatever, let me know on Facebook. Introduce them to me if you know them, by the way. And everyone, have a great weekend. Whatever your adventures, join me here next Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And as always, enjoy.
The information provided on lifeinterruptedradio.com is for educational purposes only. What you hear, read, and see on Life Interrupted Radio is based on experience only. The information presented here should never be used for any legal, diagnostic, or treatment purposes. Always seek sound legal, medical, and or professional advice regarding any problems, conditions, and any of the recommendations you see, hear, or read here on Life Interrupted Radio. You've been listening to Life Interrupted Radio. To learn more, listen to other shows, and gain free resources that can help empower your life, be sure to stop by lifeinterruptedradio.com.